Gendered stress responses. Why did different genders have different responses to threats and stress? At an evolutionary standpoint, as time went on, ancestral roles have influenced how men and women react to stress. As for women, they were typically gatherers and caregivers, and this meant that they protected their children and kept social networks to manage their stress. And so friends were very important to them. As for men, they were typically hunters and defenders, and they responded to stress by severe aggression or escaping the issue. And as compared to women, they didn't really need that friend standpoint that women relied on. With hormones and stress responses, women have a tend and befriend response, and men have a fight or flight response. The tend and befriend response is how an individual tends to protect and care for their offspring. And again, women seeked out that social support by making friends, which was so important to them and still is today. And this helped combat the sympathetic nervous system with higher levels of oxytocin and estrogen. And as for estrogen, it also helped regulate stress responses, and that in turn influenced connection and protection. Men, on the other hand, have a stress response called fight or flight, which is how the body prepares itself to fight the threat or run away from it. Their testosterone increases this stress response, and in turn, that means higher dominance, aggression, and quick responses. Because of this, males are more likely to confront a threat when presented to them. The social role theory explains how different genders react to stress and danger, which are shaped by roles that society puts on them. So, the social roles that women have are usually caregiver, supporter, mother, and they have that tend and befriend response. They're usually taught to be cooperative, nurturing, and caring for their family and offspring. And for men, these social roles include breadwinner, protector, they were strong and independent, and they have that stress response of fight or flight. Through evolution, men have been taught to hide emotions and lack emotions that seem feminine, and this led to the suppression of anger and anxiety. The cognitive appraisal theory is how we interpret and evaluate certain situations that affect our level of stress. In this, the first stage is how they access it, and the second stage is how they handle it. Primary appraisal influences how men and women react to stress by assessing whether a situation is challenging, threatening, or overall benign. And social roles and traits are often separated by gender, and different genders have different coping strategies and different impacts. Women are adaptive and maladaptive, and this means that they're more emotion focused and they seek support in friendships. And men are effortful, which mean problem focused and implement reappraisal strategies. Another reason as to why genders difference with stress is the parental investment theory, which is the amount of care and resources that parents give to their children and offspring. Females typically invest more into their children, and this causes male competition and higher female choice. Nursing and gestation is a big reason why they invest more, and they also focus on themselves and their offspring, and this in turn helps women be more selective with their mate choices because women want to pick a partner that will invest time into their offspring rather than just ignore them or their family duties. Males tend to want more children, but if they have existing children already, that's stopping them. So men have a choice, either to invest into their own children or their own mating efforts. And males' stress are affected by competition and survival. Lastly, a recent study to support why men and women react to stress differently happened in 2025. The researchers wanted to know why different genders experience stress differently. They found that men have a greater change of aggressive reactions, where women have a greater tendency to internalize these responses. This can lead to anxiety and depression for women. In this study, there's an enzyme called 5AR2 and an enzyme called 5AR1. 5AR2 is a crucial enzyme to help the body produce AP. This was found in the male rat test subject's brain in response to acute stress, and they did not find 5AR1, which is the enzyme involved in synthesis in neuroprotectives and neurosteroids. and they found that it was not regulated in the brain at all. Female rats didn't show any change while the male rats did. So, in conclusion, these are all the reasons why male and females differ in their stress responses. And here are my references.